Hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of Glorious Life on Wheels. Actually, today I was planning to air the second part of a series I'm doing on why people are leaving California in droves. But something happened over the weekend that I just had to share with you. And it just highlights what happens when one bad acting nomad spoils it for everyone. And it's just so annoying. It doesn't harm me, but it's harming a lot of innocent people. And I'm going to share with you what happened and also some things on what not to do when you're boondocking. So come on, let's go talk about it. I drove over to my gym this weekend, and lo and behold, this is the sign that I saw as I drove in. I knew instantly what had happened and why as soon as I saw the sign. Let me give you a little bit of background about the gym that I go to. This is not a typical, Planet Fitness or 24-hour fitness type of thing. This is a gym that closes at 8 o'clock in the evening. It's not a 24-hour gym, and it closes even earlier on weekends. I've been going there for, I guess, a couple of years, and there have always been RVs in the parking lot, a few, not a lot, but after the gym closes, because it closes early, people come in RVs, and sometimes they come in just a little before the gym closes, and they park there overnight. Never been a problem. For 2 years, never been a problem. No one ever said anything. In fact, I've even talked to some of the people in the RVs in the parking lot, and they say, oh yeah, we are able to park here, no problem. Well, about, I guess maybe 6 weeks ago, someone started parking there, and I knew when I saw him that it was going to be spoiled for everyone. He parked his rig there, and he took up 2 spaces, and he started putting out a lawn chair, not a full length one, but just, a regular short lawn chair. And then he put up a table. Then he was working there, and I thought, what an idiot. He's going to spoil it for everyone. And then I thought to myself, I wonder, should I say something to him? But then I don't park there at night. So I thought it's not my place to say anything. Now, he didn't seem like someone who would get violent or, he might have just said, mind your own business. But he seemed like a really mild kind of person. But just no sense. And now it says not even just no overnight parking, but no parking for oversized vehicles, RVs, anything. And that includes my rig. So, but I knew that wasn't their intent, to keep members from parking their rigs there as they're working out. So I went inside and I spoke with them, and I asked them, well, what happened? I already kind of knew. And they said, well, we're not an overnight camping spot. And when we have people start putting out chairs and tables, we had to put a stop to it. So I told them, I said, I'm a member here. I drive my RV here every day when I use the gym, and I'm, doing videos and interviews here. So I said, what about people who may be in an oversized vehicle who are in a wheelchair? So you're going to make those individuals park. And if you don't park in the parking lot, you have to go up a slight incline away from the parking lot. And then on the street, usually there's no parking within 2 or 3 blocks. So I said, so let me get this straight. So you're going to make an elderly person or a person in a wheelchair have to roll 2 or 3 blocks to get to the gym and get inside. And I said, well, no, that's not what we wanted. So I explained, I said, your ruling here and your actions, are saying that basically that's what's going to end up happening. And I said, I think you're going to have some unattended consequences. And they acknowledged that was not their intent at all. And so they told me, oh, no problem. You can just park there. I said, well, I don't feel comfortable parking there because the sign says I will be towed. No exceptions. So She said, well, you can just ignore it. I said, no, I'm not going to ignore it. I think what you need to do is rephrase it to say what the intent is and what you mean, or at least say, you know, that members can park here while they're using the gym, or give parking stickers or something. So they're going to work on it. So meanwhile, I am going to be able to park there while they work on it. But the whole point of this video is how some bad actors spoil it for everyone. And I wanted to go over a few things. Please do not do this if you're parking in a business parking lot, whether it's a gym parking lot, whether it's a auto mechanic, whatever. That's private property, and they have the right to kick you out. Just because they're lenient and let you park there doesn't mean that they won't exercise their right and kick you out if you do dumb things, like in some Walmarts. One Walmart, when I was traveling, I stopped and I went to talk to the manager to see if it was okay to park there. And she said, no, absolutely not. Unfortunately, we're not allowing any overnight parking. So I said, well, did something happen? She goes, yes, we had 2 people in RVs parked in our lot. They got into a fight. And after that, the police had to be called. And after that, the manager said, that's it, no more parking. So places that usually allow nomads and van life folk to park there, when they stop, it's because someone did something dumb or foolish. So I want to name a couple of things. If you're new to van life, please don't do these things, because you will spoil it for everyone. Again, these should be common sense, but I guess common sense, as they say, ain't so common. Number 1, don't put out your picnic tables, your other paraphernalia. Just don't do that. There was a place down at the harbor where they used to let rigs park for 72 hours. Someone was down there, a couple was down there. They were pulling out their barbecue and all of that, and they were barbecuing behind their rig in the parking lot. Well, next thing you know, there are signs now, and there's no one can park down there. From 72 hours to no parking. So don't pull out all your paraphernalia. Don't be barbecuing. Don't pull your slides out and have them extended. Do not play loud music, really loud music. In fact, keep your doors, if you can, closed, unless it's hot, if you want to crack them or something. But don't have it like this is your motel on wheels in this parking lot. Also, don't run your generators. Even during the daytime, it's annoying to people who are parked around you. Don't stay parked there continuously for several days at a time. It's not a campground, it's a parking lot, and we are there at the pleasure and at the grace of the business. These are just some basic things. Don't put your pop tops up. I can't think of too many other things, but if you can think of some things, could you add them in the comments? And if you've had some bad actors who have spoiled it for you or other people, whether at campgrounds or at private parking lots where you were able to park and now can no longer do so, would you add that in the comments? Now for a question I want to ask you all. Do you think that I should have said something to him when I first saw him putting out his chairs and his table and everything? Because I thought about it. I thought, maybe I should say something. Because there are a lot of older people that use this particular gym, and there are a number of people in wheelchairs that use this gym. So I thought, he's going to spoil it for a lot of these people, including some of the older people who are in RVs. So do you think I should have intervened and said something to him? Or should I have just done what I did and gone on about my business? Could you put that in the comments and let me know what you think I should or shouldn't have done in that situation and what you would have done? All right, folks. We'll be back hopefully soon to this series on why people are leaving California in droves. unless something else comes up that I think I just have to share with you. All right, I'll see you down the road, and may your journeys be filled with joy and blessings. Bye till next time.